Hello and welcome to Repair Solutions Pro how-to video series. My name is Eli Saldana and
I'm Steve Caruso.
And in this video we're going to show the full diagnostic and repair process for DTC P0171 System 2 Lean Bank 1 on a 2014 Chevy Cruze. Now, after gathering that information, perform an initial inspection for any obvious mechanical issues such as torn inlet boots, missing or broken vacuum tubes, exhaust leaks at the exhaust manifold and pipes, exhaust leaks around the oxygen sensor or catalytic converter. Now, you also want to check for low incorrect fuel supply, possible vacuum leaks, inspect the oxygen sensor, mass airflow sensor, or any obvious visible defects. Next, refer to the service manual or any applicable TSP for any additional diagnostic information before you continue. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and scan for codes and continue the investigation.
Once the visual inspection is complete, put the key in the key on, engine off position and use the scan tool to check for codes. In this case, we have DTC P0171 indicating a lean condition in bank 1, meaning it's either too much air or not enough fuel in the mixture. Then check the freeze frame data, review the service history, and look for any related TSBs. Now, let's take a closer look at what could be causing this code.
Now, for P0171, there are several possible causes, including vacuum, intake air, exhaust, evap, crankcase ventilation system leak, faulty MAP sensor, that sort of thing. If any other trouble codes are stored, make sure you diagnose and repair those first. Do not continue troubleshooting this code until all related faults have been corrected and taken care of.
If any other trouble codes are stored, diagnose and repair those first. Do not continue troubleshooting this code until all related faults have been corrected. Step 1. PCV inspection. Start by listening for a high-pitched noise coming from the PCV valve. If you don't hear any noise, proceed to step 2. If you do hear a noise, remove the dipstick and listen again. If the noise becomes quieter, continue to the next check. Place a piece of tissue over the PCV vent port. If the tissue gets pulled against the port, replace the valve cover assembly. Step 2. Long-term fuel trim, or LTFT, test. First, let the engine to reach normal operating temperature, then run the vehicle under the same conditions shown in the freeze frame data. Monitor both the short-term and long-term fuel trim values. Under normal conditions, both readings should stay between negative 10% and positive 10%, with 0% being the ideal target, at idle and around 2,000 to 2,500 RPM. The short-term fuel trim and long-term fuel trim values are increasing rapidly and remain high between 2,000 and 2,500 revolutions per minute. This pattern indicates that the MAF sensor operation, fuel quality, and fuel delivery system should be inspected for potential issues. However, if the fuel trim values remain normal at higher RPM and are only elevated at idle, inspect the intake system for possible vacuum leaks. Step 3, check the mass airflow sensor. Using the scan tool to watch the MAF values while revving the engine, the reading should increase smoothly as the RPMs increase. If the fuel trim values are still out of range, disconnect the mass airflow sensor and check the short-term fuel trim again. If the data value is above 20%, replace the mass airflow sensor. If the data value is below 20%, continue to step 4. After completing the diagnostic steps, we've confirmed that the mass airflow sensor is the cause of the issue. Follow these step-by-step instructions to replace the sensor. The mass airflow sensor is located in the air intake system near the air cleaner assembly. Begin by disconnecting the electrical connector, removing the fasteners, and carefully removing the MAF sensor from the intake assembly. Installation is the reverse of the removal procedure. Position the new sensor in the mounting location. Tighten the fasteners to specification and reconnect the electrical connector. After replacing the faulty component, go ahead and perform a repair validation and check that the replaced parts fix the concern. Once the repair is complete, follow the steps to confirm the fuel system is operating properly. Repair validation is going to be clearing the diagnostic trouble codes, freeze frame data, and I&M readiness data stored in the vehicle's computer using the scan tool. With the vehicle in the key-on engine running condition, perform the trip cycle for the fuel system monitor. Make sure that the monitor icon is showing green-gray, which means it's enabled, and then follow the trip cycle shown in the scan tool or perform the drive cycle outlined in the service manual or emissions guide. This allows the OBD system to recheck the fuel system operation. After completing the trip or the drive cycle, use the scan tool to check the I&M readiness monitor status, along with any pending or confirmed DTCs. If no code is present and the I&M readiness status is green, meaning complete, the repair is complete.
Anyhow, this concludes our full repair and diagnostic process for the DTC P0171 on a 2014 Chevy Cruze. Thanks a lot for watching, and for more videos, please visit us at pro.repairsolutions.com.